Hey guys, welcome back to Six Sisters. Today we're sharing with you 3 pumpkin recipes perfect for the fall time. So I'm Kristen.
And I'm Camille, and today you guys liked our other pumpkin video so much that we decided we'd share with you 3 more pumpkin recipes, and they're coming at you.
So our very first recipe we're making is pumpkin sheet cake. So this one is so good because it feeds a ton of people,
Yes.
and I love making it for groups or parties or just to eat right out
I
of the
even
pan.
like to make this for Thanksgiving. I'm
That's a
not
great
a
idea.
pie lover, but all things pumpkin, yes.
Good.
So this is a good one.
Okay, let's get cooking. So the first recipe we're making today is pumpkin sheet cake. So let's get going. Let's do our pumpkin first, if that's okay.
Okay.
I just like to put it on the bottom. It just makes my life, a little bit easier.
Okay,
So
so
this-
the whole can.
Yep, 15 ounces.
And this is pumpkin puree, not pumpkin pie filling.
Yes.
Okay.
And because a Corona pumpkin is a little hard to find, so
Yeah.
if you
And fall
want-
time.
right? So if you want pumpkin right now, go grab it while it's still available. Okay, then we're just gonna add in 4 eggs. There we go. And then I'll let you add the others while I mix.
Okay. So then we're going is this 2 cups of sugar?
2 cups, yep.
Yep.
Now it sounds like a lot, but you got a lot of pumpkin in there, so
Yeah.
you need some
And
sweetness.
it's for a whole cake.
Yes.
So that's good. And then oil, we've just got 1 cup of vegetable oil that
Yep.
we'll dump in there.
Now you can put this in like your stand mixer, or,
Yeah.
but we're just doing it this way by hand because sometimes it's more fun that way.
Right. We'll work out while you are getting ready.
Go.
So now we've got to add some seasonings to it. We are going to do 3 teaspoons of cinnamon. So it seems like a lot, but remember this is a big cake.
Yes.
And then we're also going to do 1 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. So if you don't have pumpkin pie spice, you can add in a little bit of nutmeg, a little bit of cloves. If you Google how to make your own pumpkin pie spice, it's super easy.
Yes.
Okay, and then we've got to add in some baking powder, some baking soda. So let's see, baking powder, I've got 2 teaspoons.
Nice.
And then baking soda, we've got 1 teaspoon. And then just a little bit of salt, 1 teaspoon of salt.
Nice. Okay, mix that in, and then our last one is the flour. I'll pass it to you.
Thank you.
Sorry,
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna mix.
it's just 2 cups of flour, which means this is gonna be a really moist cake.
Nice. Which is what I like.
Yeah.
Almost like fudgy, kind
Yeah.
of. Like, I don't know how else to describe it.
I love like the dense, I don't know,
Pumpkin.
it's just so good.
Yes. All right, mixing this in.
You almost need a bigger bowl.
I probably do. Sorry, I'm getting flour all over you.
Totally fine.
Oop,
And the floor.
myself, and the floor, and everything. Just gotta get those sides. There we go.
That's how you know it's good.
Maybe it's a sign I should use a mixer. It's fine. Okay. Okay,
go.
break.
Looking
Your
good.
turn.
Okay.
Your turn. Okay.
Muscles.
Why you're using your muscles? I am going to spray the pan with a nonstick cooking spray. You can butter it and flour it, but this is the lazy way, and I just love using pan.
We were talking about before we started filming too, this is such a moist cake with it's got the oil and the pumpkin, so it isn't going to be too sticky, so that's why you're okay to use pan.
Yeah.
And then dump it in there.
Dump that. I'll grab a spoon to help
Thank
get
you.
the edges.
You got that okay?
Yeah. We'll lick out the rest of that later.
We'll do that off camera.
Yes. Okay. Then I'm just gonna spread this around.
It's not a very thick layer.
No, but it will
It
cook
will
up.
cook up.
Yeah,
Yep, it
yeah.
gets nice and puffy.
Just gonna try and even it before I start spreading. How's it looking? You
Perfect.
feeling okay?
Yep, you're ready
Okay.
to bake.
Yep, I feel good about it. Okay, now that it's all spread and even, we're gonna cook it at 350 degrees for about, 25 minutes?
Yep, 25 to 30 minutes.
Okay, perfect, 25 to 30. All right, so came out of the oven. We let it cool for 15, 20 minutes. You don't want it really, really hot because your frosting will melt. So you want it to cool pretty much all the way.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna make our delicious cream cheese frosting that will go on top, which this is what makes the recipe amazing.
You're a frosting
I
girl.
also love frosting.
Yes, she
might be
does.
my favorite food.
Yep.
But okay, let's make some frosting.
All right. So we're gonna start with a cup of butter or 2 sticks of butter. They're at least room temperature, maybe a little bit softer. So
Yes.
start with that.
Okay, and you have a whole block or 8 ounces of cream cheese. It is softened a little bit in there.
Okay.
There we go. Start mixing that a little bit. Yummy. Now you don't want it melted because you want it a little bit thicker frosting. So as you are mixing that, I'm
Yep.
gonna add in your vanilla. So like what? 1 teaspoon of vanilla?
2 teaspoons.
2 teaspoons of vanilla. I love vanilla. Okay. And then
Okay.
as you're mixing that, we'll just slowly add in powdered
Powdered sugar.
So it's about 3 cups. We'll just slowly add it. Okay, it is really thick. So we're just gonna add just a little bit of milk just to thin it out just a little bit. So I don't know, like 1/4 a cup or so?
Yeah, 2
Okay.
tablespoons, and then just kind of play with it, see what you need. Kristen, do you want a beater?
Yeah, you want me to lick that off for you? When I cook it myself, I leave a ton of frosting on the beaters so I can lick it.
Our mom always used to let us lick the beaters.
I know, it was my favorite. There we go.
Gotta hit the frosting off.
All right, if she goes and washes those, I'm gonna start putting the frosting on. Looks good, Kate. Oh man.
It's all Kristen can do to
I know.
not lick this right now.
Lick it. No, I'm fine. Okay, we are done with this one. We are gonna move on to the next one.
Okay, so our next recipe is pumpkin pie milkshakes. And we're gonna just make a single serving. You can double this or triple it or quadruple it for as many people as you need to serve, but we'll show you how to make it for 1. So we're gonna start with a 1/4 cup of pumpkin puree.
Nice. I love this because if you just have a little bit left over,
Yeah.
this is a perfect recipe.
This is
to
a
make.
really good recipe.
Exactly.
Okay,
So usually we'll double, usually it's 1/3 of a cup, but because we're just making it 1, it's like 1/6 of a cup of milk.
just a little bit of
A
milk.
little bit.
And then we've got a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon.
And then a 1/2 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice.
And then we're gonna throw in about a cup of vanilla ice cream. So, whoa, just a couple scoops. Good?
Good.
Okay.
Okay, now this is like my favorite thing in the world. This is why I wanted to show you a single serving too, because it is just the best little blender and I love it so much and it blends better than all my other blenders. So, and I have a lot of blenders. There we go. So, Ninja single serving. I'll put it down below in the description for you guys if you are interested, because it will just blend it awesome. Ready? Here we go. All right. Good enough?
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so then you just gotta open it up. Oh, man, it's perfect.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
I know, I love it, right? Wanna try it?
Yes.
All right.
Do you need whipped cream on top?
Yes, I do. Are you ready?
Yeah, put it on my soup.
will. How is it?
It literally tastes like pumpkin pie.
Oops.
I'm ready. I'm ready for Thanksgiving.
Me too. That's like a cold pumpkin pie.
It's so good,
That
which
is
is
so
the way I
good.
prefer it. So.
Me too.
Okay, that's awesome.
Okay, well this one is done. You guys are gonna love it. Let's move on to the next one. All right, the last recipe we're making is our pumpkin chocolate chip bread. Now our mom makes this bread all the time. I think all year round too. She always makes it in these little small loaf pans and then goes and delivers it to all her friends. So we thought we'd share this with you because
It's the best pumpkin recipe.
So, all right,
Okay.
we ready? We got a lot of ingredients. Let's do
Got
this.
a lot of ingredients, but most of the things that you have. So here we go. We'll dive in. We'll start with 1 can of pumpkin puree. So it's a 15-ounce can. I'm gonna use the whole thing.
Nice. While you're dumping that in, I'll dump in the sugars.
Okay.
So 3/4 cup of white sugar, 3/4 cup of brown sugar. There you go.
Okay. cream that together.
Cream that together. While you're creaming, I'm gonna add your eggs too, so it'll make it a little easier. So just 3 eggs here. And then half a cup of oil. While you're mixing, I'll just add it for you.
Perfect.
Okay. So while you're mixing that up, I'm gonna just add a half a cup of sour cream. And I am gonna just kind of eyeball this a little bit. You can measure it. Those of you who love to measure, that's great. Okay. So we're gonna continue with our liquid stuff. So we got about 2 tablespoons of orange juice. I love orange juice.
Me
It's kind of
too.
a funny thing in this recipe.
Right? I thought it
makes
was
taste
so
good.
strange, but the citrus is good.
Right, and then we're just gonna add about a half a tablespoon of molasses. And I love molasses.
It's the best
So
smell.
good. Now we added a little bit more because we knew this was gonna happen. It's gonna stick to the sides,
Yep.
so we'll get out about a half tablespoon or so. All right, next we're just gonna do 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, is that all our liquid stuff?
Yep.
Okay, looks good. Now we're getting into
All the dries.
So we have half a teaspoon of nutmeg. Dump that in. Half a teaspoon of ground cloves.
Which is the best smell.
I know. It's like Christmas blossom.
Yes.
And then just 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Okay. So then we have 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and then just a half a teaspoon of salt. Okay, whew, got all the little spices. Done. Now the last part is the flour.
Yep.
We're just gonna dump in 3 cups of white flour. There you go. Good luck
Beautiful.
mixing. Probably need a bigger
Right?
bowl.
No, this
Mhm.
is perfect. Just fold it in.
While you're folding, I'll just nibble on the chocolate chips for a minute. All right, so we're gonna add about 2 cups of chocolate chips. Now I am gonna use a little bit more than 2 cups. We have another bag here because I love to top it with chocolate. Lots of chocolate chips on top because that way every bite you get a lot of chocolate.
I'm a purist. I like it plain.
What?
I do. I love pumpkin bread with no chocolate chips.
Purist. That's what
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
go
call
with
you
the
now.
purist.
The purist way.
Okay,
Oh, it looks good.
it's ready.
Yes. We're gonna cook it a few different ways.
Yep.
Now I've made this lots of different ways. So you can cook it in a loaf pan. It will make 2 loaf pans.
Yes.
Or it will make 6 mini loaf pans. Or it will make 24 kind of big muffins.
big muffins.
Big muffins. So sometimes I like to switch it up a little bit. So
Yep.
we're gonna do a loaf pan and then 3 mini loaf pans. So you spray it really good because, yeah, we don't want it to stick.
You
That's
could
the
also
worst.
like grease and flour it if you feel
Yes.
like it. Whatever you want to do.
Yes. Just gonna slowly start putting it in. So I'm gonna do just half of the batter. Okay, that's about half. Yeah, what do you
Yep.
think? Perfect.
And now these 3 little ones.
So we're gonna cook these at 350. The little ones are gonna cook for like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And not much longer. Big one will cook for 40 minutes, then you're gonna cover it and cook for another 10 to 15. Just watch it. You just wanna make sure it's not burning,
Yeah.
but you don't want it jiggly in the middle. I made the muffins yesterday and it only takes about 20 minutes for the muffins to be done. So just take those out, the muffins, so they don't burn. So, okay, should we stick these in the oven?
Yep.
Let's do it. All right, guys, I hope you loved these pumpkin recipes. Now, if you want to check out our other 3 pumpkin recipes, you can find those right over there. Okay, we'll see you next time. Bye.